And just like that, I made another video, but I didn't like it. I felt that it was truthfully too much me and not enough the Word. So I had to redo the video. It needs to be more Christ-driven and less of me. But what does that look like? So this week's video is going to be a little different because today is Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday we celebrate the arrival of Jesus, and many would gather to even see him and to see the king ride this donkey into town. But many times we end our reading at Matthew 21 verses 1 through 11. There's more. And this video, I think, is going to be the best way to share that. One thing, one other spot that you can see this reference is in Zechariah 9:9. So I'm going to read Matthew 21, 1 through 11, and just kind of go from there. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent two disciples. Saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there, with her colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to my daughter, or to daughter Zion, see the king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of the donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them, and they brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others were laying branches out from the trees and spread them all over. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven." When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowds answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee." A few shorter verses, but these verses can really hold quite a bit of meaning today. You see, the king did arrive that day, riding on a donkey, which means, yes, the disciples listened. The disciples listened and they brought the animals to him. And I just kind of did a little more studying on this. And what does Hosanna mean? Hosanna actually means save. It's a Hebrew saying, which means save, which has become an a better word for it now is praise. So we praise the highest in heaven. That's Lord. When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" I guess I'm pulled back to this verse over and over because later in the Bible you'll hear that the Lord goes and asks, "Who do you say I am? Who do you say I am?" Another part that I kind of touched on was Zechariah 9:9. Zechariah 9:9 reads, "Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey." Matthew 21, verses 1 through 11, fulfills Zechariah 9:9. We see Jesus knew what was coming. Day one, they praised him. A few days later, he was laid away in a tomb. But on Easter, we praise yet again because he's not dead. He's surely alive. This year is going to look a little different for most. And as we go through this week, I want to just challenge everybody. This is a holy week, a very holy week. And I want to say, remember, God has a plan for each and every one of us. We need to trust him. He has a plan. Just trust him. Don't forget to learn the word, know the word, and live the word. Thanks for joining this evening.